The Gators will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Florida's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on...
Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Got his man quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football in that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Spears. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Shakes off the defender. It's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. They'll run the sneak for it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Here comes the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got the back in the middle. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Spears. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the draw. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Makes the grab on the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Puts it out on the screen.
They're trailing by 14 to NC State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it near midfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. To the air, it's Spears. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. Nice move there. Made a defender miss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Brady. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something.
Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Working that left side now.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Barry. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Gators are in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. Touchdown, Florida! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's late. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pocket breaking down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. On his way from around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking to pass. It's Spears. Makes the grab down the middle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll immediately call timeout. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. He splits the uprights. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Flying out to the left. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 11 over Toledo. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Spears. Makes the catch. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Pulls it, fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Sends it back in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. range, and they'll stop him at the 16. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it.